You ever have one of those days where you just know you have a lot to do, you got stuff on your list, but you just can't get yourself to do it, and you're kicking yourself, you're frustrated? I've been there. Like I found some of those key systems that keeps me moving forward even when I don't feel like it. If you're struggling with this motivation, stick around, because I really want to go over some tactical steps for you to really kind of stay a lot more productive no matter what. These are some principles that I've used to build my business, train like an athlete, balance my life with family and business and all the things I got going on. And the best thing that I really want to share with you is this is not all done by willpower. It's done by the right systems in the right way and the right timing that kind of drives the motivation that you need, even when you don't feel like it. So if you're new here, I'm Nathan Newberry. I've helped elite entrepreneurs scale their businesses using AI and ads. And I use these sales and marketing strategies all while building my business and so many other businesses that I've worked with, because I've helped build sales teams doing millions a month. And now, after having my own marketing agency for 9 years and now doing this, I help business owners just like you really kind of build an online brand so they don't have to burden themselves, but building the right strategies for you to win. So I really want to kind of show you how I've used some of these steps to really kind of give you some real world examples of how maybe you can apply some of this. Some of these days, I don't feel like showing up, but whether it's in business and fitness or life or with family, the struggle is real no matter what. And I want to relate to you, because there's no person in this world that have never felt this way that maybe you're feeling right now. But I want to break down some of these battle tested frameworks that really kind of keep you moving forward, even when you don't feel like it and you're just dead tired and exhausted. So here are 5 steps I want to go over that has helped me kind of really stay focused and not have to rely just on willpower. So I really want you to really shift with the number 1 here is shifting your motivation to the systems you need to do the repeated tasks that you need to do. And as an entrepreneur, this is very hard because, again, when you're employed, you just got to show up no matter what, if you feel like it or not, like at least the real good employees at least. But when you're creating your own business, you're going to be hit by the sidelines and working harder, grinding it out longer, harder than you would even at a day job. And so entrepreneur is not for the weak of heart by any means. So you need to really build in systems just like you would rely if you were going as a job. So building and shifting and thinking in systems is what to really help you not have to rely just on the willpower. So the key is building these default habits that doesn't require you to have to be thinking about it. This is why I start my day at 4:30 in the morning. With this time change, it's throwing me off. So I'm even I have to wake up even earlier just to kind of get this whole rhythm. But discipline beats motivation every single time. The alarm goes off. The pillow is so just, you want that. Your blanket's so warm. You just want to be there. The siren is calling of just staying put and not moving forward. But this is the trick. Like, I totally get that feeling that you have, but you got to like switch gears. And when I started doing this on a repeated basis, it really kind of helped me anchor in some of these key habits that are for success. So the easy one to do is just go to bed earlier. I mean, I think you know that. We all know that, but we don't often do it. And so even my alarm that I have is not necessarily to wake me up, but the alarm to go to bed. And so I look at the leading lagging indicators. I got like these Whoop metrics on these Apple Watches and stuff like that. That just helps me understand my recovery, my heart rate, my health, the time I need to rest. So it allows me to understand how much rest I need to feel recovered. And so when you really go to bed at the right time, you're going to feel good enough no matter what it is. And really, if you really think about this, the time that you're thinking it's 4 or 5 and that's quote unquote early, if you roll back the time, I'm on the West Coast. And so if I went to the East Coast, the hours change 3 hours ahead. So it really, and then if you go to Europe, it's just relative to whatever your time zone is. So be relative to understanding what time you need to go to bed so that you can wake up and you crush it. Some simple hack that I've tried at least is most of the time it's willpower in your brain of like, oh, I just want to stay here and go to bed, or I'll just sleep in this one time, or I give myself, we're our best and worst enemy. Okay. And so what I do, the simple hack is I just tell myself, look, if I get up right now, I'll just tell myself I can do a nap later and I'll prioritize that. And I'll do maybe a 15-minute power nap if my body really needs it later in the afternoon. More often than not, just getting going is winning. And so that way you're just keep on moving and you're building that discipline rather than just the willpower. And most of the time you don't get there with that key discipline. Number 2 is just set non-negotiable routines. Like I want you to get in the framework that you don't decide, hey, am I going to work out or not? It's just the wiring in your mind of like, this is what I do, right? You don't vote. You don't get to pick and choose what. It's just like, I do. This is a part of me. You write it into how you're wired. Block it on your calendar. Make it productive. You need, to focus these priorities, as to waking up in the morning, creating content, writing your book, whatever it might be, doing the sales calls. You got to build that system that's going to help you really be disciplined of that identity of who you are. Okay. So let me give you some clarity as an example. When you're driving down the road, right? You're driving from, church to the house, to the gym, to the house, whatever. More often than not, because we've done it so repeatedly, our brain has wired to not have a cognitive load with that intelligence of like, do I do this, that, and the other? Okay. So more often than not, you're not even thinking. You're like, oh, I just got off this exit, or I just pulled in my driveway, and you're just like, wow, I wasn't even thinking, how did I get here? Okay. So many times you build in these habits and then become the second nature to you. Do you remember when you first started driving, how awkward it was, weird, like you had to do signals and then do this with your feet, and then just was overwhelming because it was so new. But nowadays you're driving down the highway like 60 to 80 miles per hour, and you're not even thinking. You're putting your makeup on or reading a book or doing a text message. God willing, you won't be doing that. But you know what I mean? Like it becomes so second nature that you don't even think about it. Do you ever have to prime yourself up? Like looking yourself in the mirror and say, today, you're going to be a good driver. You're a good driver. And you have to repeat that stuff. No, it's just like nobody thinks or talks about that. I want that rewiring to be in the disciplines that you create in how you show up. I am a content creator. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a podcaster. It's just who you are. I just show up and execute, and I deliver on what I'm supposed to do no matter what, just as a second nature as driving. It's no big deal. I want you to get that wiring is like, this is who I am and what I do. That identity shift will help you a lot with building and anchoring in the best habits for you. Here's the number 3 thing is you just got to get started. Like I think the rule is called like the 5-minute rule. So tell yourself, hey, I just need to do this just to start. And you just need to get this for 5 minutes. I got to sit down and draft that email. Let me do that real quick. I got to send that invoice. Let me do that real quick. Let me draft out, my script. Let me do that real quick. And you just you get into that moment of just like opening the document and just start writing. And that simple taking action, those little things is what then you get into that flow. More often than not, it's like, I don't want to do those things. But then you never get into the flow because you never take the step toward doing whatever document you need to do, to write or to, take the call. You never need it. Like, it's so hard. Like when I did, calling, clients or cold calling before, when I did SaaS and these other companies that I was the top rep with, it was never easy. And nobody ever said, I like doing the dialer and making calls, especially out the gate. Like you never get to the point where you have to set your mind like, all right, click dialer, and you just go. Right. So you have to kind of start out. And so this is where it's just like, take the 5 minutes of saying, I'm just going to prime my mind. I'm just going to get started. Even though I don't want to write my book, even though I don't want to write the script, even though I don't want to do this, I'm just going to get started. And then you get in this flow, and then you get in this focus, and you're good to go. And then you're off to the races. Okay. So just get going. Just even though you don't feel like, just lean into it and just start. And when you do that, you're priming your mind for flow, and you're going to be able to execute what you need to do. Here's the 4th one that is a really big one in our day and age, but eliminating the distractions relentlessly. Okay. I've gotten to the point where my phone lives in do not disturb mode all the time. I hardly have it ever not on do not disturb. The reason why is because the science is proven. Maybe you've seen this, but there's not multitasking. It's never been proven. Women are maybe better at, doing this than others, but really what it's called is switching. You're not multitasking, you're switching. And the cognitive load there is just tremendous, and you're never able to be really productive within it. And the biggest, most wealthiest people out there in celebrity world, or the people that do great things, are ones that are just maniacal about making sure that they're eliminating distractions and really focusing on the project at hand. And so I really want you to get that crystal clear, because I need you to really kind of do this. And so some people, they put it in their phone, they turn off all the distractions on their things, and they just have one document. Something I've been trying to do too is you remember you have the old calculators, even on your phone, like you would do an equation on your calculator and then you'd have to press clear, after every time. I'd encourage you to just like reset that. When you're working on a project, click the clear button and focus on the task at hand. And this is really helpful when you have a million tabs, sometimes like I do on my desktop. I started just cutting those out. And so that way it was really helpful for me to just stay focused on what I need to do. There's another new thing on the Chrome browser that you can actually create like tabs like that open up and close. So you just have your like almost your dashboard in a way where you just click it and then it opens up doing that. I do this with like my social media accounts, right? I always have them hidden, but then I click the social and then it opens up all my social accounts. So just a quick hack there. But I want you to like consolidate where you're focused on one thing. And so you're not distracted by, notifications or buzzing or anything. Just like stay focused, dedicate on that one priority that you're working with. And then just on occasion, what I have is like, I have my wife that comes through that. And so that way, if there's an emergency with our kids or my wife needing to text me or, with some serious matter, she can reach me without having it be on Do Not Disturb, just in case there's those things there. But other than that, it's on Do Not Disturb because I want to prioritize my focus because I have a limited time on it. We all do, especially as entrepreneurs, and we have to get things done. Here's the fifth one. That's kind of interesting. It's kind of a bonus one, really, is that you have to gamify your work. Sometimes work is just daunting. It's not always fun. And so there's always tasks that are going to be open-ended and we feel guilty that we didn't get all the things need to be done. It's pretty normal. And that really task list, even if you got them all done, you have 20 more you can add to it. It's just never ending with things. Never feel guilty about that. It's just what it is. But what I want you to do is prioritize those tasks and just make it fun. Like beat the timer, create like a timer of like where you're going to be doing that focused, jam session for, 30 to 90 minutes. It allows you kind of stay focused on a certain amount of tasks, a certain amount of time. And then you can beat yourself. You can build rewards within your company or ways that you'd incentivize yourself or people to do rewards, just like reps in a gym. It takes time for specific things. Like you need to get really clear on like what tasks to make it fun. The more you do the hard things, like now that I've transitioned to and running a lot from when I was training for marathons to like working out, I like enjoy the pain that is coming. It's really weird. I understand, but it's starting to become fun when you do the hard things and allow yourself to have fun and work too. Don't feel guilty about things just make it, fun. Create KPIs for yourself. Like how many videos you need to grade, how many DMs do you need to send, how many videos or, whatever need to create and be done so that it could be fun for you to have a measurable KPIs for yourself when you're going into, everything there. By the way, if this is hitting home, drop a comment down below. I try to read every single one of them, but I really want you to just stay focused. What are these things are you going to really implement today? Here's the quick recap. Are you shifting your motivation for systems? Are you setting non-negotiable routines? Are you using the 5-minute rule? Are you eliminating distractions relentlessly? Are you gamifying some of the work? Pick one of those. Try to think through it, apply it in that way you need to. And if you need help building a business that's going to help you run like a machine so that you can have, build a 6 and 7 figure successful business, I have a workshop down below that's going to be really valuable for you. Go check that out. If you got value from this, like and subscribe, share this with someone you really need. And if this is really serious for you to get building a brand online, check out this next video right here. I think this is going to really help you break some things down and scale your business even more.